Union-3 for Operation Chimera. This was actually one of the more frustrating missions so far. I actually expected this to be much easier than it turned out to be, and a lot of it had to do with that first primary condition: you have to win. You also have to do 3,000 damage and be in the top 3 XP on your team, and you need to survive if you want to do the secondary. But it felt like the moment that I selected to this mission, I just could not win. I lost probably 10 matches in a row, doing 3,000 damage almost consistently, but just not being able to pull out a win. So it can be frustrating because winning is actually not a typical primary condition. It's typically a secondary condition, but it is in this case. Boy, I don't know where this shot is actually going to go. That should have been an easy shot to make, but it didn't. In any case, because you have to win, it can be a little more time-consuming than you anticipate. The other tricky part of this is you have to be the top 3 XP. And getting 3,000 damage on your team does not guarantee that you're going to be top 3 XP. You're going to need to do assist damage. You're going to need to get kills as well. In fact, even though I'm doing this in the 121, which is the Chinese tier 10 medium, I do not recommend that you do this at tier 10. I recommend that you do this in a tank in tier 8 or tier 9 that you feel you can consistently do 3,000 damage in. T-54 on the Russian side, for example, comes to mind. That would be a pretty easy tank to put out 3,000 damage consistently. If you're good with, say, an IS-3 or something like that, that would be a good choice as well. Another good choice would be, say, the WZ-111 1-4 in the Chinese line, the tier 9 heavy, just because of the alpha that puts out. So there's actually better tanks to do this in than the one that I'm doing it in. And the reason that I say that is, when you're tier 10 and you're fighting tier 8s and tier 9s, the amount of XP you're going to get for your kills and your damage, and even the assist is going to be lower. And so you actually want to be either the low tier tank or a medium tier tank in the match, so that you're maximizing the XP. In fact, I think I ended up top damage on the team and almost did not get this because of the XP. So pick that tier 8 or tier 9 tank that you can consistently put out 3,000 damage in. Clearly, you need to do 3,000 damage to get this done. So make sure you have a good tank to do that. But if you can, make it a tier 8 or tier 9. Now, now that the middle is clear in this map, I have 0 health basically. I'm a one-shot to most of the tanks in this match. I'm trying to play it pretty conservatively, but you can see I actually did quite a bit of damage early on. So I'm feeling comfortable with the damage position that I'm in. We got at least 1 kill on the board. That's a good thing. And so I'm trying to find areas where I can easily farm some damage without taking shots, knowing that there's still 3 already on the map. Just trying to be safe here. And I think that's one of the key things. Abbey in particular, you tend to get aggressive early if you're a medium, because the Abbey is sort of the Abbey itself in the middle of the map is sort of a shit show when the match starts. But once you get past the actual Abbey, there's a lot of ways to farm damage relatively safely, and you can see I'm in one of the positions now. I'm in cover. I have concealment. There's no way Artie's going to hit me, at least reliably. Thankfully, there's a T-34 camping base to farm a little damage here. And now that it's 2 Artie and 1 other tank, I'm just going to try to rush in and get that last bit of damage, or really any bit of damage that I can, to help guarantee that I get the XP, because I've met the 3,000 damage criteria, and I'm definitely going to win this match. So I see this standard B pull up next to me. I'm just going to use him as a little bit of armor here. and hopefully get a little more damage in, which unfortunately is not always easy. But I get one shot in on that arty, and this match is basically over. I flipped the last shot here. Chinese guns, I can't explain it. But got the win, got the damage, got the mission complete. But I want to talk about XP for this. So I was top damage on the team, got 2 kills, tied for 3rd in XP. That's how close I came to not getting this mission done because of XP, because I was a tier 10 and a tier 8. So just once again, if possible, use tier 8 or tier 9 tanks. It's going to make your life easier in terms of getting that top 3 XP. Even if you have a decent game, it's just going to be easier because you're going to be picking on same tier or 1 tier lower tanks, and you have the possibility of shooting higher tier tanks. So tier 10 is not really ideal for this. I personally believe that mediums are the best option for this, particularly with the end game. It helps you move around the map a little better than being in say a heavy or a slow TD. And don't forget that the assist damage, spotting damage, and the kills are critical for that XP. So definitely don't shy away from getting those kills or tracking tanks. I think that's going to be important for this mission. So hopefully you have a little bit of luck getting the wins for this, better than I did. I think it took me probably 12 or 13 attempts to actually get this done. Most of that related to being able to win the match. So hopefully this helps, and we'll see you on the next mission.